Good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're watching this. Hi, welcome to the Braid Hub Podcast. I'm your host, Zylaysia Tiyetta. Some of you may already know me from YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok at Braids by Tiyetta. I'm a braider. I've been braiding hair for over 3 years now. This is my second episode. Like, that's crazy, y'all. I'm most definitely gonna keep these coming. I finally got this podcast on Spotify. So if you're listening on Spotify, hey guys. So y'all, I'm so excited because today I want to talk about something a little personal to me because I've actually been through this. This isn't the topic of today's episode for me to be hypocritical because I would consider myself a hair influencer. At first, I considered myself a content creator, but now that I make money and I influence people when it comes to hair, I would consider myself a hair influencer now. I feel like we all can agree that social media has changed the way that we go about booking braids or whatever, because back in the day, you could just find somebody on Facebook or call around and find somebody. They'll take you the same day, $100. It's not too much. They already have the hair, they'll wash it, all that, fix you a plate, all that. Do you guys ever feel like sometimes when you're watching braiders or just hair influencers in general, they're more focused about engagement and likes and followers than their actual clients? It's more about, I just want to get likes, I just want to get engagement, rather than, oh, I'm showcasing my work to get clients. Just to sum it all up, I just feel like nowadays, y'all, some braiders prioritize social media and creating content over the actual customer service that they give and the quality of the work that they give. People will literally learn how to create content before they sit here and learn the difference between the hair textures. You know what I'm saying? We just need to take a step back and focus on what really matters, which is the quality of your work and the knowledge that you have to do what you have to do. Because at the end of the day, y'all, if all the social media shit was not here, would you still be able to build your business from the ground up off of just raw talent? If you can't say you can, you need to take a step back from social media and just get back to the basics, I've seen so many braiders emphasize this. I don't know her name. I think her name is Giselle, Queen Boss Braids. I literally seen her just post a reel. She was saying how if she was to start her hair business from the beginning, and she had said, focus on your education, focus on learning and getting your license, focus on your finances, your taxes, having a strong foundation for your business so that whenever you're at your greatest, nobody can just sweep that under the rug from you. Nobody can just take that away from you. You did all the basics first. So now that you have a strong platform, you can scale your business so much more than you could have if you just was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? A lot of braids that I see on social media, their work will be so good, but they have such bad reputations. I'll see them all over my For You page or my Explore page all the time. The content is always good. I just can't scroll past a video. But it's they get so many bad reviews. And my thing is, y'all be good at creating content, but you're not good business owners. You're not good service providers. And that's when people start to be more focused on becoming hair influencers and content creators. And that's why I wanted to create this video. I'm not gonna lie, it was inspired by Queen Boss Braids. I love her so much. I just love that I have like-minded people who are my mutuals. I just love that. I'm really excited to do this episode, y'all, because it really hits home. I would say I'm a micro influencer, if anything. I do get brand deals. I feel like I influence the hair community in some type of way, in my own little way. I love to create content. I would most definitely consider myself a content creator. If not a hair influencer, a content creator. I love creating content, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes more than I love doing hair. That's exactly why I wanted to, speak about this, because it's so personal to me, because it got to the point to where I'll be more focused on creating content than, the comfortability of my clients. And I just feel like a lot of braiders can relate to that. I can just hold myself accountable and be like, yeah, I was trying to film content when I did have stuff within my business that I had to fix first. If you feel the same way, you can call yourself out, and it's okay, because that's why I'm making this episode, just in case there's one person out there and they want to fix it. It just got to the point where, okay, for example, y'all, as a content creator, anything that you do, it takes twice as long if you're gonna film it. You just gotta get the perfect angles. You gotta make sure you keep wiping your camera. I feel like it's way different when you're doing hair, because you're trying to get the work done as quick as you can, but you're still trying to get good footage. It's kind of like you're trying to multitask. I'm actually a perfectionist. So a perfectionist who's trying to create content and do hair at the same time, and I take pride in both of them. I take pride in my content and I take pride in my work. So I will take time setting up the camera, wiping down the camera, but I will also take time partying while I'm filming, just like, it would just take way longer than it had to, y'all. To the point where like, y'all, I would be doing hair all day. It would put me like hours behind, to the point where I would only do one client a day because I was scared I would not be done in time for my next clients if I had multiple clients a day. And it just got to the point where like one night I was just like, you know what, bruh, maybe I should just take a break from social media. Like, there were so many high expectations on Instagram to where I felt like I wasn't doing enough. So it made me feel like I had to keep creating content because I had to keep up with my other mutuals. And not saying that like, oh, I wanted to be like them, but like, what I thought was motivation was actually just pressure. So I had to take a break off of social media and focus on what matters most, and that is the customer service, and that is the quality of my work, and that is the speed of my services. And I've actually been getting way faster with that. I have been trying to take time with my appointments. If I see that an appointment is gonna take me a long time, I'm be like, okay, I know this hairstyle might come out cute, but I don't have time to be doing all that filming. She probably wanna get out of here. I wanna get out of here. I don't wanna be known as a braider who takes all day, and I'm already a perfectionist. So let me get this done. I'll just take videos at the end. And it was just making me like lose focus on the professionalism within my business. For example, like I would be done doing hair at like 1 in the morning. I would get home, take a shower, get out the shower at like 2 a.m. At 2 a.m. I'm editing until like 4 a.m. And then I got a client again at 8 a.m. So I got like not even 4 hours of sleep because I got to get there before my client. It's just like, it was just really unhealthy for me. Like I just needed to start to put myself and put my business first. I know I'm not the only person who has put social media and creating content above their business at least once. With all that being said, this episode is going to be about the influence of clout culture within the braid community, because y'all, I feel like nowadays people are more so chasing that hair influencer or that famous IG braider title rather than the best braider in my city or the fastest braider in my city title. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd rather have 30K followers than 30K clients. That's when you know like you're probably doing the wrong thing. Probably should be more focused on influencing alone, or just content creation alone instead of service providing, instead of braiding. Obviously, the rise of social media apps like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube always been a thing, but especially TikTok. Everybody knows with TikTok, anybody can go viral. You can go viral on TikTok for doing nothing. You can go viral on TikTok for the wrong reasons, including me, y'all. I remember specifically when I started to pop off on TikTok and YouTube. That was when I got my first ever suite when I turned 16. I had a whole little series on TikTok. If you're watching this and you know me, that's probably how majority of you guys know me, from YouTube. I went viral for like my journey and just growing as a 16-year-old who had her own suite. Like, I was so proud of myself, y'all. I know firsthand how fast and how easy it is to just pop off on TikTok, pop off on Instagram. It helped me gain so many clients, y'all. Like, I really do appreciate the amount of support I get from every single social media app that I have. So I'm not saying social media is bad. I'm not saying it's bad to become a hair influencer, or like you shouldn't focus on promoting your business on social media, because that's what I do. That's not what I'm saying. But there is some downsides to it. With the fact that everybody can go viral off of literally doing nothing, to the point where like literally people will fake something online just to get views, just to get followers, just to get interaction. Now people are false advertising, saying that they're doing this to the best braider. They offer these great services, but when you go to them, it's not the experience that they advertise on the internet. And that's because they only did it for the views. So when I started to get views off of me getting in my first suite, like, and I started to pop off, y'all, it was so new to me, because I started to get like brand deals, people reaching out to me, people paying me for sponsorships. That's when I realized of how much money you can really make from not only being a hairstylist, but also being a hair influencer. Once I realized how much money you can make from social media, y'all, that's when I really got into it. I can completely understand why some people would take social media more serious than their actual service providing. I can understand that. But if that's the case, that's when you need to take a step back and be like, hey, you know, this is not what I intended to do. And if it is what you want to do now, then do that. But you don't have to keep providing the services and doing that. What are you going to do when you get exposed for it? Because anytime, like I'm telling you guys, anytime you do something to someone, it's always going to come back to you. I don't care if it's going to come back to you physically or if it's going to be karma, but it's always going to come back to you. We talk about how some stylists feel like just because they have followers, they can charge a little more, even though their work is mediocre. That's what I'm finna talk about, okay? Like I told you guys earlier, I have a couple thousand followers, but I feel very strong about pricing and overpricing your clients. finding the right braider is subjective because some people care about speed, some people care about neatness, some people care about, I don't know what people care about, but it's subjective because some people don't care about certain things and some people care more about certain things. Personally, I don't care about how long it takes you. I don't care about how many followers you got. I don't care about how good your content is. All I care about is if you got quality work and you got quality customer service. If you got quality work and you know how to run a business, I will pay. I feel like y'all feel like people are paying to see you. No, this is supposed to be a transaction. This is a transactional thing. People are paying you to do their hair. I'm gonna repeat that. People are paying you to do their hair. So why do you feel like it's a privilege for them to be able to book with you because you have a following? What does a following have to do with how good your work is? Like, you can go viral for anything on TikTok. You can go viral for being relatable, but that doesn't mean that your work is good. Your followers do not substitute your skill. Like, that's very self-explanatory, and if you don't understand what I'm talking about, then oh well. No, for real, y'all, on a serious note though, if you feel like Instagram or TikTok or whatever you're on is making you feel behind, making you feel less than, making you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be in life, it's okay to get rid of it. Even if it is just for a week, even if it's just for 2 days. I'm saying all of this because that's exactly how I felt and why I was so depressed. I felt like I was not where I wanted to be in life because I was setting up unrealistic expectations for myself as a hairstylist and as a person, as a teenager, because of what I was seeing on Instagram. Once I deleted Instagram, majority of my problems just didn't seem as big anymore because I was living in the real world. I was present when I was with my clients. I wasn't thinking about social media. I was talking to my clients, conversating with my clients, doing what I was supposed to do, getting what I'm supposed to do done. I'm not doom scrolling trying to be someone who I'm not ready to be yet. I would come home from school and just be like, fuck it. I don't even want to do this shit no more. Like, I'm doing so much better, y'all, because I took the time to live in the present, not compare myself to other people. Social media might be the one thing that's stopping you from being the best person that you need to be, the best braider that you need to be, the best service provider that you need to be. I know you guys turn to Instagram a lot for tips or TikTok a lot for tips and hacks and stuff. Sometimes maybe you just need to put the phone down, turn Instagram off, and live in the present so you can learn those skills and those tips and all that stuff through experience, through trial and error, so that you learn authentically. Make sure you're focusing on having a strong platform to start your business off of, a strong foundation. You get your braider's license, you go to cosmetology school, you take some courses, you do your research. Make sure you do all of that before you turn around and try to gain 30K on Instagram, before you turn around and try to sell an ebook, before you turn around and try to make your own course. So I've been seeing that a lot. Why are people trying to teach other people how to do things when you're not done learning yourself? If you're gonna teach someone how to do something, make sure it's something that you already know how to do or something that you've already done. I just don't think you should be trying to sell an ebook if you still haven't learned enough yourself. I don't think it's even gonna work for you to sell an ebook if someone cannot go to your page and see that you have top tier quality work. I don't think nobody's gonna want to buy your ebook because it's like, what can I learn from you? The content can come later. The ebooks can come later. Stay in the present and learn everything through skill, through experience, through trial and error. I promise you, you will learn way more that way than doom scrolling, looking at all these videos. To all my clients out there, stop substituting real reviews with followers. Just because a braider has a couple thousand followers does not mean she is good at what she do. 9 times out of 10, if you see a braider on Instagram who has a lot of followers, all it takes is a quick Google search. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Google, whatever it is that you want to look up. And if they have a couple thousand followers, there's gonna be some type of results. Don't let these follower counts fool you. Make sure you're getting quality work and not just good content. Because good content is good to look at. It's aesthetically pleasing. But what are you gonna do when your middle part is in this middle? It's not in the middle of your head. Focus on those relationships with your clients and just create your content along the way. Everything about your business is genuine. The content will blow up on its own. Your followers will grow on their own. Just look at Destiny, bruh. If you're watching this video, 9 times out of 10, you know who Destiny here is. I love her so much. The baddie with the fatty. She has great customer service. She feeds her clients. She has bond. You can see in her videos that she has bond with every single person that comes to her chair. She literally talks to these people like she's known them for years, and you can see the chemistry within her videos. And so she doesn't even have to try too hard with her content. She gets so much engagement, so much views because everything about her is genuine. You start right from the ground, everything will grow on its own. Don't have to do too much promoting. You don't have to do too much faking. You don't have to do too much scamming. Everything will happen on its own. Be your authentic self. Just remember that you are a braider before you're a content creator. And if you don't think that way, then maybe you shouldn't be a braider. Maybe being a braider or a service provider just isn't for you, and you should just start focusing more on social media. But that doesn't mean you have to be a service provider. If that's not what you want to do, don't do that, so you don't waste your time and you don't waste other people's time, and they can move on to the next service provider who might be for them. Include this episode, just remember that you could have all the followers in the world, but if you're not delivering quality work and quality services, you're not being considerate of your clients, and it shows that you're not considerate of your clients, and it shows that everything you do on social media is a facade, your clients will not stay. You can always get clients from social media, yes. Guess which clients make you the most money? New clients or returning clients? Just take a wild guess. So just remember that you can always get new clients. I can always get new clients, but retaining clients is what matters the most. Returning clients make you the most money. My regulars make me the most money. And I just feel like that was the point of me discussing the topic for this episode. I just think we need to find a balance, y'all, because social media is a tool to help us grow. It's a tool to help us market our business, but it's not everything, and it's not the whole picture. Some people are just getting a little, they're just, this is not why we started this. We started this to make people feel beautiful. We started this for whatever reason you started it for. But if you started it to create content, that is for the wrong reason, and maybe you should find a different profession. As braiders, I feel like we all just need to learn how to prioritize our clients, our mental health. But not gonna lie, I low-key want to hear from y'all. If you've ever been to like a braider, or you just know of any braiders who like have this image on social media, or have like a lot of followers, or just act one way on social media but give you a completely different service in real life, or just have a reputation of doing so, drop some in the comments. I want to look at some, and I want to see if I can find any red flags within their page that shows that they're like, scammers, or they're just, leave some in the comments and let me know. I want to be a little messy. I'm a little messy. I can't lie. I've been watching Chris Sales all yesterday. Fortunately, that's the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for watching the whole entire thing. Like, that's so sweet of you. You must love it here. Stay tuned for episode 3. Don't really know what the fuck I'm going to talk about yet, but I'm pretty sure we'll have fun. Feel free to listen to me on Spotify if you're not already on there. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Have a nice night, evening, or morning whenever you're watching this. And yeah.